Here she goes.
That's no, thank you.
You want a donut, don't you?
No.
It's a poem for a donut program. Come on. Just
don't
two
know
lines. Who fell in love with who? Who fell out of love with who?
No, we're trying to figure out who's gonna leave the wife.
Who's gonna leave the wife?
Is he ever gonna leave the wife?
Is he ever gonna leave the wife? See, we got two lines right here. Is he ever gonna leave
I'm on probation and they're trying to
the
get
wife?
a poem out of me.
Neons are a new way of doing business for probation. We are in the community and we are working with our clients to develop all the competencies they need to live a life outside of the justice system completely. And for that to happen effectively, we have to engage their families, their neighborhoods.
Neon Arts is an extension of Carnegie Hall's deep and broad commitment to work in education and community settings of many types. We have made, over the course of the last 6 years or so, a significant investment in working across the range of justice settings. Carnegie Hall's role in the process is really threefold. We facilitate the grant-making process. We also organize citywide events, both in terms of planning and celebrating the work that's happened across the city. And we also work collaboratively with the arts organizations and the community stakeholders to make sure that we're really making the most of the opportunity that each arts project offers.
You ever seen a painting, like a painting on a wall somewhere? The thing that it's painted on, that material, that's canvas, right? That's what we're gonna be doing our projects on.
Initially, we developed the Neighborhood Opportunity Network in specific neighborhoods throughout New York City where there were high concentrations of residents who were on probation supervision. And what we wanted to do was create a network of resources in these communities for these residents. And we wanted to create environments where they can begin to interact with their community members or their neighbors in a very positive light.
The arts provide something that we're not used to in the justice system, and that is an outlet for creation out of an experience that is initially negative. And that creates a transformation that is long-lasting and cannot be underestimated.
I went nuts, bananas, slicing fruits, throwing orange pills, stomping grapes, pineapple juice flying, knowing my husband was about to leave me.
The three pillars of the Neighborhood Opportunity Network are client engagement in the community, networking, and community engagement. We've actually formed Neon stakeholder groups in which are members of the community who can sit at the table with us and kind of talk about what's happening in that community and come up with solutions together.
We were in here from 12 noon to 4 o'clock. And it just shows, just even being here all that time, that everybody has our clients' best interest and wants the best programs for them.
The stakeholder groups were involved in choosing the arts programs and initiatives that were going to take place in the Neon.
We are equal. Nobody here is better than. If she's a rookie, he's a veteran. Who cares?
Before Neon, going to probation, nobody wanted to go. I mean, I seen people in there that just like, can't wait to get out, go back to the neighborhood. Nobody wanted to be there. It's like, you go there, you see a probation officer, maybe you'll take a test, and then you out.
Life is what you make it.
They didn't really help like what Neon is doing now, as far as coming up with programs and a lot of creative ideas for us to get intact with our creative side.
It's very important to have our clients engaged in and exposed to art because it offers a vehicle to transform what used to be negative experiences into positive experiences. It even creates a new self-identity as creator, as somebody who can produce something beautiful.
Art is needed everywhere. 99% of everything in the world you see is an art form. The inner city youth don't really get exposed to this. But when you kind of teach them how to harness their power and their energy in the right way, they kind of see a lot of things different. The light is a little bit brighter for them. They look forward to like, wow, I can really actually do something and people are gonna like it.
I believe it was important for me to do something creative because I like exploring different things. I like to pick up different skills. The one biggest thing I've learned in the Neon Arts program is a closed mouth doesn't get fed. You have to interact with other people if you want to go somewhere in life.
We've actually formed NEON stakeholder groups, in which are members of the community who can sit at the table with us and kind of talk about what's happening in that community and come up with solutions together. But it also allows those residents of that community to now see their neighbors who may have formerly been engaged in some negative activity, but to see them very differently. And it also allows the family members an opportunity to engage in some positive activities. My hope for these projects is that we as an agency use it as a real opportunity for change. That it becomes embedded in the normal way that we do business. When people come to us, they're here 3-5 years. It's a short amount of time, but not really, you know, if you're that person. But it is an opportunity to change someone's direction and course, and that is my hope, that it is an opportunity to do that, and that it's used that way.
I plan on doing poetry in the future, creating a book, and who knows, maybe I'll be a poetry teacher, and that's something I do want to be.